Did you notice it was a full moon tonight? Well, the so-called pink moon was at its peak around 9 o'clock. The name comes from the ground phlox, a flower that blooms in early spring because it is that time.
That was educational.
Fun facts, Ken McLeod. Fun facts.
Let's get an education on the upcoming string of 80-degree days. How about that?
Yeah, we're skipping right to summer, Pamela.
Pamela will like that.
We are, and that's something we discussed in the weather office because this winter seemed to last forever. We had the nor'easter blitz in March. We had the cold temperatures this month, and now all of a sudden we hit May and we go up right to the 80s. So very summer-like 7-day forecast after we get through the next couple of days. They'll be a little bit cool. But that full pink moon, it's also known as the full sprouting grass moon, the full egg moon, and the full fish moon. So multiple names with all these full moons. I always like to look that up. It's interesting to see. The month of April has been cool. We had 10 days with high temps in the 40s. We did have one day with a high in the 30s, 12 days in the 50s, and 5 days in the 60s, including today. Boston did reach 60 degrees just briefly before we fell back into the 50s, and we had one day in the 70s. Well, as we enter into May, it's going to be warmer than normal and very summer-like as those 80s are knocking on their doorstep. Pollen count is going to be a little bit lower Monday and Tuesday, still moderate, so you still need to take the allergy medication if you do take that. Wednesday and Thursday, it becomes high and extremely high as dry, hot weather settles in. This upper level low, though, keeping us on the cool side of things, and we're once again the corner of the country that's witnessing the cooler than average temperatures. This spinning up some snow chances and some rain chances. More about that in a second. Temperatures now in the 40s. Worcester 37 degrees, 37 in Keene. North Adams 36 degrees, and out there in the Berkshires and upstate New York across the higher elevations, that's where you're seeing some snow falling from the sky, and it's not sticking at this time across areas such as Pittsfield, but it's been snowing according to the NWS since 9:45, and it's starting to accumulate as a snow total, but it's not going to be a huge traffic hazard or anything like that, as temperatures are going to probably stay in the mid to upper 30s, but we'll still see anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of snow. Not for us in Boston as we get closer to the coast and closer here to the south and east, across the Cape, the islands, it's all the rain chance. Not a complete washout, and Monday morning you're waking up to maybe a stray shower, nothing heavy just yet. By 3 o'clock, we get a little bit of instability fueled by some of the sunshine and that cool pool of air just a little bit to the north of us, thanks to that center of low pressure that spins up more moisture and instability, and we could see an isolated thunderstorm in the form of perhaps some heavy rain. You might see some lightning, one of those hazards, some thunder, and you could see some of that pea-sized hail like what we saw today, but only a very slim chance of experiencing that. Tuesday morning, once again, that upper level low hangs out a little bit longer, and so I did put in a chance for some stray showers Tuesday afternoon with the clouds lingering and temperatures. It'll be a battle to see whether or not we get enough sunshine to increase into the 70s. Overnight tonight, though, 40 degrees, and tomorrow's highs in the low 50s, and there's that cool pool of air. Monday into Tuesday, it lingers, hangs out, but this warm air back to our south and west builds and builds, and it's going to completely take over for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and that's why we have high temperatures in the mid-80s. Chance for some thunderstorms on Friday along a cold front. That front may linger into early Saturday, but Saturday afternoon, 76, and a cool down into the low 70s for Sunday. Katie, Ken?